Presidential elections in America are going to start very soon. 2024, we will have an election. What I wanted to say was that usually there's a discussion of Donald Trump. He's always considered to be this anti-immigrant candidate, always a guy who hates immigrants and, doesn't want immigration. And, to an extent that is true. However, what we need to understand, what should be looked into very carefully, especially by the immigrants, is that there are two things that the immigrants do more than any other people that I've known after living for about 15 years in the United States. One, most of the immigrants are business people. They do business. I live in Houston. This is home to a thriving Desi community, thriving immigrant community, and almost all of them are doing some kind of business, to whatever extent, success or wealth they have. They try to do their own business. They're their own bosses. That's the urge that drives all of that work. The other thing that immigrants would love is, I come from Pakistan, and we all know that the United States is meddling a lot in Pakistan. Let's not get into that detail, but everyone knows that. What we immigrants would love more than anything would be for this country, for the United States, for Washington, D.C., to leave that country alone from where we have come, to stop meddling in those countries. Now, if you look at those two things that the immigrants definitely want and do, who is the one candidate that stands out that has those traits? That is Donald Trump. He never started a single war. He actually ended America's longest war and Afghanistan's longest war. And he did not wage a single war. The other thing that, and he's very business friendly. Donald Trump is a business friendly candidate. So when he was in charge, when he was a president, the businesses were thriving. Those were the days of the pandemic. Whatever the reasons were, stimulus checks or whatnot, people were having a good time. We are now taking the hits of inflation and whatnot that is happening in America right now. So businesses thriving and no foreign meddling. If you look at those two things, and I know all immigrants love those two things, Donald Trump is a candidate we should be supporting then. This is not a paid message. This is just my observation. I'm a columnist. I have been a columnist for about 7-8 years now, writing for different publications all around the world. I have always made this point. This is important for us to understand. We immigrants think that, Republicans or Donald Trump is not the man for us. But, if you really think deeply, if you really do this thing called thinking, then you will realize Donald Trump is a man. I'm going to vote for. I voted for Biden last time, and ever since I have regretted that. I will never make that mistake again. I will never vote for the Democrats again.